We have been shouting that there is a religious war going on in this country, systematic jihad going on in Nigeria, disguised as Fulani Herdsmen, disguised as banditry in the north, and disguised as herdsmen attacks in the south. I am saying this because recently in Benue State, the Catholic Church has closed down 15 parishes because of killings of reverend fathers and attacks in churches and killing of members, worshippers. The church has finally closed down 15 of its branches. Benue State, it seems, is a test ground for these jihadists. The Middle Belt in whole looks like a testing ground. Because tell me, why will Benue State and Plateau State in the Middle Belt repeatedly be having it deadly every week, every day? Why? With no response. And we have a military, a police, and other security institutions well armed and equipped. And we have a government, both state and federal. What are they doing? Nnamdi Kanu has said this, that these herdsmen are not herdsmen. They are Boko Haram, disguised with cows, sent to the south to go and attack, to go and destroy. And now they have started. If not, tell me, does a church resemble a farm? Does a man on white, a reverend father, resemble a farmer? Does the church, does the members resemble a village? What is the relationship between cows and the church? Put it together, and your guess would be as good as mine. Nigeria is under a religious war, and it's time everybody stands up to defend, to protect their communities. It is no longer time to start waiting, because like you heard, even the DSS man, the army man, they've come out to say that they cannot protect everybody. How can somebody leave a whole north, come down to the south, come down to the Middle Belt, and all he can think of doing is to make life unbearable for his hosts? You can imagine somebody, maybe an Igbo man, traveling from Onitsha to Kano State and start wreaking havoc in Kano State, in Katsina State, Zamfara State. An Igbo man doing that. What do you think is going to happen? And sometimes you come on social media and you see some people from that part of the country defending terrorists. Defending it. How can you? And you see the impunity. Sometimes I hear of situations that people gang together to fight back. And that is when you see security people will come out and say, they will now rush and come. T.Y. Danjuma said the other day that they collude with security agencies. Say they collude.
These are not neutral. They collude. They collude.
They work together. Is he lying? A general of Nigerian army that has been chief of staff, chief of defense, chief of security, telling you that the security of the country is colluding with these terrorists. Did he lie? Did they arrest him for lying? Did they question him for lying? Because he said the truth. There is no lie in what he said. There are lots of videos on the net of even army officers themselves coming out to accuse the army. of complicity in all this. Watch this particular video from this man.
When Fulani begin, they attack villages upon villages. You they hear them because they enter your table. You not do anything. This man, this GOC, wait to be in mission. The villages they cry say Fulani, they attack their village. They burn their houses. You now they do contract. You are a military person.
That's an army officer. In fact, this is no longer time for talking. The time for action has come. So all of you waiting for protection to come from heaven, keep waiting. Nobody is coming to save you. In Nigeria, nobody is coming to save you. I will tell you clear. Can you count the amount of lives that have been lost? Can you bring back human life? So if you are waiting for people to come and defend you, you are waiting forever. Human lives count for nothing in this country. That is, human life is worse than Gary. Nnamdi Kanu said it clearly, that these Fulani Herdsmen are not herdsmen. They are Boko Haram. They are ISWAP. They are ISWAP. These guys with cows. They have a mandate. They know what they came to do in the south. They did not come to graze. Who told you there is no grass in the north? Who told you? It is conquest. Before it was about land. Now they cannot get the land. Now it's about jihad. All this you're seeing is all about Islamization of Nigeria. And that is why the sponsors of this Boko Haram and ISWAP are well known. But nobody can go after them. They are well known. Documented now. There's the list. The list is there. Produced by Dubai government. UAE government released the list and gave it to federal government of people they can arrest if they want to. Did they arrest anybody? The sponsors of Boko Haram and ISWAP are still the same sponsors of Fulani Herdsmen in the south. Because they are one and the same. I say it. You see that man they call Sheikh Gumi? That man. The day you arrest that man, the man will vomit confession. The kind of confession that Sheikh Gumi will vomit is enough to close down the country at last. That is why they will not arrest him. Because they don't, people that he will, the names he will mention, those names will never allow him to even be in the dungeon for one day. But it is Nnamdi Kanu that they put in the dungeon. It is because the people that are in charge, most of them that are the pinnacle of what is going on in this country, are the same people who are behind these religious killings. I am not surprised. Terrorism, banditry, social injustice, criminality, this is the reason why Nigeria will not move forward. Because it is now part of the system. A situation where it is no longer farmers who are complaining. It is now churches. What concerns church with your cows? Are churches blocking your cows from passing where they are passing? Benue State, wake up. Plateau State, wake up. Niger State, Nasarawa State, wake up. Gather your vigilante. Benue State youth, what are you people doing? Don't you have men in Benue State? Gather yourself together in groups. Protect your communities. Defend yourselves. Be man enough. That was why Nnamdi Kanu set up ESN. And now they are accusing him of setting up an army. When we all know that ESN was set up for this purpose, to protect the Easterners from this jihadists, from these terrorists, from these herdsmen. That was why it was set up. And you know, that's why I say people that are after him is because of his fights against this agenda, Islamic agenda, jihadist agenda. That is why they are against him, because they know what they want to achieve. They will never achieve that aim. Never. To never happen. To never happen. It will never happen. But it's not by closing churches that will solve it. Benue State as a whole, the governor of Benue State, and the youth of Benue State should stand up and defend their land. As a whole. If not, these people will never stop. Like, share, and subscribe. Till I see you in the next video. Peace.